Hi there. Welcome back. We're in my kitchen again where I share with you some of my favorite recipes or those most requested by my friends and family. Today we're going to be making pumpkin muffins with those nice warm fall flavors that we're all enjoying so much right now. I have a pumpkin muffin recipe that I cut out of our local newspaper back in the 1970s. And I've been using it ever since because it's so good and it's so easy. And I'd like to share it with you today. So the first thing is we're going to add some oil to our mixing bowl. You can use any kind of oil you like, with the exception of anything that is strong flavored, like an extra virgin olive oil or a peanut oil or sesame oil. You wouldn't want to do that. But anything else is fine. Now, we're going to we don't need to sift, excuse me, mix our dry ingredients together. So we've got flour and sugar, and we have a teaspoon of baking soda, some baking powder, it's a half teaspoon. The recipe will be attached, of course, so don't worry too much about the amounts right now if I don't mention everything. We've got cinnamon. We're going to use our half teaspoon. And nutmeg, another half teaspoon. And then we're going to just take our whisk and mix this all together, just to get it blended. This recipe is a little different, the way it comes together compared to other muffin recipes. So we have our oil and our dry ingredients, which we've just mixed up. And we're going to add these to our oil. Now, as you can imagine, this is going to be kind of dry. And that's okay. It's the way it's supposed to be. We're going to mix it, and it's not going to come together in a cohesive ball. It's going to be crumbly. And it doesn't take very long, so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, there we go. As you can see, this is just damp, almost like sand. And that's exactly the way it's supposed to be. 2 eggs. Add them one at a time. As I've told you before, I like cracking my eggs into something and then adding them to my bowl. I've found shells in recipes once too often and decided I'd rather see what's in there. And we have pumpkin. We're going to add our pumpkin. So we're just going to slowly add these things. Put your 1 egg in, then your other. Give it a little mix. You don't have to mix it all together. Just get it a little bit mixed up. And then we're going to add our pumpkin, which happens to be a cup. Now you want to mix this quite well. We'll go ahead and give the bowl a scrape. Make sure we've got everything combined. One more little mix. Now we're going to slowly add in Make sure I got it, yeah. Slowly add in our water. So on the lowest speed on your mixer, just drizzle in the water a little bit at a time. Whoop! There's a blooper. I'm going to guess at what I lost. We'll see how these turn out. Those things happen in the kitchen. Alrighty. So, there's our batter. You see how easy that came together. Okay, now we're just going to put it in our muffin tin. This recipe said it makes 12. I've always found it makes more, at least 15 or 16. And when I use these neat little cupcake papers, you can fill them a little taller, which I like, and they don't spill over on the pan, but you can use whatever you want. And what I like to do when I fill these is fill them by using my 1 cup measure and pouring it in. And you want to, I'm going to bring this over closer. You want to pour in about 2/3 full. Now, not 2/3 of the height of this. Yep, I made a mess. This is still a messy procedure. If anyone's got a better way to fill cupcake pans, please let me know in the comments. I don't like to go to a lot of trouble when I do this, so I don't want to fill a piping bag or, you know, make a lot of dishes dirty by doing it. So this is what I do, and then I just kind of clean up my pan afterwards. Okay, I've got my cupcake papers filled, and I have tidied up the mess I made, pouring this in. Now, the next thing we're going to do is add a walnut half. If you prefer pecans, you can do that, or you can do both. And just set one right on the top of each batter muffin. We haven't cooked these yet. This is uncooked. We're going to put them in a 350 oven for about 20-25 minutes. I test these to see if they're done by whether they spring back nicely and have a little color. You can put a toothpick in and test them that way if you want. So I've got these with their walnuts on top. We're going to put them in the oven and bake them, and we'll come back. Okay, our muffins are out of the oven. I think they look beautiful, and my kitchen smells wonderful. What I like to do after they cool almost completely is just dust them with a little powdered sugar. And if you're not going to eat them right away, do this once they're completely cooled and right before serving. Powdered sugar has a tendency to just absorb into the cake or the muffin, and you don't see it, so you'd have to just do it again. Anyway, there you have pumpkin muffins. If you are enjoying my videos, please give them a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you'd like to be notified when the next one is uploaded, hit the little bell and it will remind you that it's there. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.